Hey, Dragonborn. How you doing? You hear me okay? Oh, good. Well, I sort of have it figured out. Now that you said that. Oh, no, there it goes. I've been messing with the bit rate. The bit rate was the problem. It looks like it's having a little bit issue at the moment. Just when you arrive. I did a stream last night for 3 hours and it worked okay. The quality was lower than I wanted it to be, so right now I increased the bitrate a little bit to help. So I'm just kind of testing it out. Oh yeah, is the user load a factor, is it? Yeah, I was wondering that too. I don't know much about it, but I'm testing a few things. I increased the bit rate a little bit, just trying to see if I can get it to be stable. I might have to lower it again because I'm watching the feed and it wants to buffer every now and then. But I can do it on the fly, so that's handy. And I also put the good old monetization on, just for funsies. Well, I went for 3 hours last night, and while I wasn't super happy with the actual quality of the bit rate, it did work. It went for close to 3 hours just fine. So, I mean, if it has issue, I'll try and adjust it on the fly. Also, could be my internet. I'm watching it, and it streams along just fine, and then all of a sudden it takes a great big dip, and I don't know why. Oh hey, YF production. Good to see you. I might have to fiddle around with the settings. I might tweak it a little bit more so I can load up the map. I don't like the buffering that's coming through. Let me see. We will reduce it just a little bit. That'll be close to what last night was like. Just shout if something looks weird. Choppiness or something like that. I mean, it's a miracle that I can stream at all. It's only in 720, but of course the bitrate's not fast enough to get a full 720, so I guess it's some kind of in-between of standard definition and HD. But yeah, it's pretty much amazing that I can actually even get anything to run. So yeah, right now, since I was trying to see something to do while I was testing it here, of course, we're getting on to the afternoon, where I'm still looking for that 4-star wolf. So there's a pack this way. I was going to hit over here, hunt what I found along the way, but I need to see which drink zone is their often one. I camp it out a bit. Oh, what's the YouTube definition? Oh, freaking river stuck on this tree trunk here, or this log. Get over there, river. I, of course, was even questioning if I should stream or not, or even try to do it. But a big pull on it is I don't get a ton of comments, right? But the YouTube videos do get a good amount of comments, and there's a bunch of follow-ups on each comment, and it's kind of hard to answer questions just through the YouTube comment section. So I figure if I stream, maybe some people, the regulars, will pop on and you can get through some of the questions that way, sort some things out. Oh, poor stream quality at times is the YouTube definition, right? Well, I don't really watch too much streams sometimes. I used to watch some of the, Call of the Wild streams and things like that. But of course, those guys all have probably super internet and great big fancy streaming setup. Mine's kind of the poor man setup. I live in rural Canada, so that's why it's amazing I can stream anything at all, because my internet's flying through the air. It is caught and transmitted by a tiny plastic white box on an old antenna post. So the technology of it all is amazing that I can even do anything. I'm surprised I haven't heard anything yet. I get these weird times where you're just hearing everything around, like 3 different directions. Last night's stream I had like mule deer up ahead, whitetail this way, elk this way. This is pretty much just resuming from that hunt. I got the 30-06 in the crossbow. Had a couple regulars on and they were doing some suggestions. But I figure I got about, 90 minutes or something before I have to pass out. So I got tired last night, staying up late fighting with this. So I figure how I'm doing the hunts now is pretty much just the drink zones. So 7 a.m. to 9, hunting bear and whatever's in that zone. Then 9 to noon will be tier 6 moose and elk at drink zones, and then swing into tier 5 drink zones, and then off to wolves, because wolves are the only thing that really drink in the afternoon. Everything else just goes napping. When do foxes hang out at drink zones now? Oh, do they? No, they're late. Okay, so foxes just go along with the elk. Okay, so the fox will be with the elk. Where do the badgers go along with? Yeah, wolves are just kind of on their own, right? It's magic, Mr. Hufflepuff Wizard, right? I guess one of those videos did come out today, didn't it? I really like that Harry Potter game. It's done really well, except for the optimization. Games these days, they just don't optimize the things. It's unbelievable how much stutter I get in that game. And it's got nothing to do with graphics, just straight how they program the thing. Okay, often need zone. Good. So, the wolves should be coming soon. Where's a good spot here to see them? This is not... Where in the world would you hide? Wind's going that way. I don't know what direction they are coming from. I got the toolkit on the other window. Because they feed and then come in, so they can come to the south. Where's their other one? I don't know if I must mess around with the toolkit, if it'll cause problems or not. Okay, north and south. I think the stream's still doing okay, even though I'm messing around in the screen. Yeah. They got a feed zone north and south. Don't know the often ones, so we just need to be the side. So they're coming from north or south. We'll go downwind and find a spot over here. If they come from the north, I guess they'll wrap around. Come from there. I don't know how they're... This is going to be a weird kind of ambush here for wolves. I spent the LZT? What's LZT? Oh, hey, Rage Gaming. I'm certainly trying to. It's certainly a different experience anyways. It's only my second night trying to do it. I got 3 hours in successfully, which really surprised me. I'm half expecting my internet to give out and just fail anytime. 300 meters this way. So this works out then. Let's just try and mark that. I always play a little mini game here, see if I can pin the arrow on the right spot. That's probably 300. Oh, I got 385. Alright, a little too far. So we're going to remove that and come back. Put it right on that guy's icon's head. There we go. Oh, the wind's going right at him too. Man, oh man. Sometimes you just can't get a break. I spent the last 2 days trying to catch up on your vids. I'm glad I could catch them. You don't have... Anyways, I'm glad you watched them all. All the other games are just me kind of goofing off there, and I do it for various different reasons. I have a few people that watch them all, but I'm glad you can show up for them. I do an awful lot of videos, I know, just kind of like the daily thing, but I'm still sorting out just how often to upload and how much Way of the Hunter I should upload. I don't know how much effort I should put into the channel, all that good stuff. Alright, so what do we got? Oh, the time's moving real slow. We got a good 10 minutes before the wolves even... Well, I guess the AI of the animals try to get here on time. So they should be arriving about 10 minutes from now if they're behaving themselves. The wind going at... Oh, that's mule deer now. Well, here we go. Now we're getting all sorts of activity. So I got the crossbow with me, so we should be able to hunt some deer while waiting for the wolves. It's going to be hard to... I hope they come right down in here so I can actually see them. My whole goal is not really to hunt the wolves, but to spot everybody in the pack so I can at least get some kind of feel if there's going to be a 4-star sometime. You enjoy them all? Oh, thanks, man. I don't really know what to call you with your name, because it's kind of like a mouthful to say. Hi, is it IYF Productions? Oh, here's the wolves. Okay, so they're coming from the south. Alright. 270 that way. Oh, this is going to be real interesting. So the wolves are definitely right on time. They are my priority, so I'm going to ignore the deer for just a minute. I wonder how they're going to get down. Like, if they come right by me, I guess we'll wait here. This is the exciting part of hunting. I'm setting up the ambush and just kind of waiting to see what happens. Or IYF? Drew? Oh my goodness. Don't make it complicated, I'll forget. Or do I try and sound out IYF? Was that YIF? Drew? Okay. I don't know. I gotta put my glasses on. Just a second. I can barely see the chat. I don't know. Yiffy Productions? I think, wasn't Yiffy like some kind of like, back a long time ago? Weren't these like, is it Yiffy? That reminds me of something. Like, I think that was like a group that pirated movies or something like that back when I was like in college or something like that. But that's not the same as... I think that's how you pronounce their names. Waiting for the wolves. Oh, there goes the stream, getting a little choppy. Oh, back again. Yeah, it just wants to take a dip here now. Well, there's not a whole lot to do at the moment, I guess. We can do some deer calls while waiting for the wolves, see if one of them show up. Just do the low fit here. Okay, see, look at my memory there. Like the good old 2 decade ago crazy piracy world of movies. I remember all that. I was in college. That was craziness. That world when the internet was starting to get fast and all that. But yeah, that reminded me. I remember that name. They had all these like really small sized movies. All like, I don't know. They just had like everything. Alright, I'm not going to call the wolves or anything like that because I want to see them. If I call them, you just kind of end up getting 1 or 2 at a time. $200 meters that way. I really want to know how they're going to get down. How many hours in the game do you have? Not a ton. Like compared to some people, some guys in the Discord are already in the thousands, the 2000s. I'm only at the 500 mark. Mostly, most of my playtime is recorded. Like I do play like offline, of course, or off the recording. But man, it's probably half of my time playing is being recorded. I don't do a whole lot off of the camera. I do though. It's more like AFK hunting. Like I'll have the game running in the background and ambush, and I'll check some things out. But a lot of times I'll just end up just pushing the record button and making a video on whatever I'm doing. So yeah, I think Steam says I'm at 500. What software am I using to stream? Oh, it's OBS. I just got OBS because that's what everybody seems to say to use. So I tried it actually a few years ago when I started the YouTube channel, but at the time my computer wasn't able to handle like the OBS at the same time. But now it's no problem. And Yiffy Productions. See, I can't call it a Yiffy, and I can't try and do like Wifey Productions. No, that doesn't work because the Y's before the. Anyways, try chatting on your phone like I am. Yes. Oh, right. I already read that one. I'm not used to trying to read chat at the same time. It's respect for streamers being able to focus on the game and then chat. And in the game, I'm just standing here doing nothing, and I struggle with it. I'm gonna end up calling you Wifey Productions or something. People might take that the wrong way, so I can't really. I guess I can't do that these days. You never know. Oh, somebody's gonna take something. Maybe I'll try Drew. I'll try and get that in my head. Drew. Alright, so I got calls all over the place. Hey, the wolves are already down. That didn't take them very long. What, do they, like, run there? It's not even 5 o'clock yet. Okay, I'm great. Is there an actual deer coming in, though? I've been just, like... getting yelled at like crazy here. Oh, there is one coming in, a whitetail. Okay, so we'll ignore him for a second, but we'll keep bringing him in case there's no wolves or anything that's worth getting here. We're juggling multiple animals. I could have swore there was a bubble down here for a wolf. No? Was I seeing something? Or seeing things? Was there not a howl right down here? I'll give him a bit longer. Keep calling this whitetail wherever he is. See, this changes with the game with 1.23. You could never really do this before, and never did I get in a scenario where I have a wolf pack and a mule deer herd and a whitetail herd that are all actively calling, and I can juggle them. Like last night's episode, I had a mule deer, a couple low-fit mule deer coming in from one direction, 2 low-fit whitetail coming in from another direction, and a herd of elk out of range of the crossbow, and I was able to take one of each herd with the crossbow, and it was quite effective. Yeah, they're right there. Okay, one second. I'll call this guy. Okay, so he turned, I guess? Alright. Wolves. Why am I not seeing the wolves? Oh, there it is. 1-star adult. Useless. The only one I see. Well, at least we know they're coming. What else we got here? Goodness, that one's... Oh! I think I just, startled him. Oh, he's not spooking. Didn't he just trot this way? Oh, there he is. I think I got my volume too low. I can't, oh no, that's good. Quick! What do I have my crossbow on? There we go. The wind's right at... Oh. Wait, what? Why? Why did it switch? Action not allowed. What are you talking about? I gotta be quick here. There you go. Was I... Oh, I was in a tree. Was it aiming at one of these branches? Alright. Well, I thought this spot was going to be boring, but I was kind of panicky there. 1-star adult. Another adult. Lame. 1-star mature. Wow. Well, goes figure. Nothing there. Alright, we seem to be already done drinking. We should be hanging around here for a while. Where are you guys going? Star adult. 1-star adult. Okay. Useless. Where's the 1-star mature I seen? Come on there, binoculars. Don't let me forget to pick up the deer. Was he still back in here? Oh, he's right up the front. Alright, well, we certainly got the rifle for the job. I still got the 30-06 on me. Alright, 200 out. Click up. This should just destroy him as long as I don't mess up the shot. Figured he'd just fall over. Doesn't even look like big blood. The 30-06 let me down here. I don't think it was a bad placement. Maybe it caught the front of the lung and didn't stay in long enough. Anyways, let's grab you. There's the classic crossbow apex shot on the tier 5. You just pick one lung, go straight in. I wasn't even aiming for the heart, but I guess the heart sits offside a little bit. Anyways, took him out. There's going to be a call, 46%. Adult male. There we go, 243. More money that we got nothing to spend on. Well, let's go see what this blood is on this wolf. I've had mixed results with the 30-06 for the longest time. When it came out, I was doing the iron sights and just crushing things. But ever since then, it seems to be unreliable for me. Alright. So it looks like we're in for a bit of a quiet time in the way of the hunter. The community manager, Michael, he's on vacation now. So I don't expect much news. They have they're supposed to be doing another update, like a patch fix for 1.23, but no information on when it's coming or anything like that. I don't know if it's going to go on dev branch. I'm assuming it will. Maybe mid-June. So probably before July it'll dev branch. What we got here? Okay, now explain to me this. The 30-06, just small red blood. And normally when I'd be recording I would watch back the shot, but I can't really do that. Not until streams later. I did find, I wonder... I shot with a 30-06 earlier and it was hitting high. Well, that one's got me a little puzzled. So now the mission is to get this wolf so I can see what in the world happened. It's also possible that the shots glitched. I've been having them as well. Like, of course, it's possible that's just a bad shot. But I mean, I thought like he was ranged right on 200. Seemed to be nice torso lung location. But I've been getting them once in a while. A bit more often than used to, maybe. Like when the bullet hits in the bullet cam and it just does like this like little tiny bit of damage and then zigzags and doesn't register. Could be one of those. Because that doesn't make any sense. I mean, the 223 at that shot should have did the job. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find them. Unless they call. Oh well. I'll give it a little bit of a jog here and see if they howl. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a quiet time, I predict, for the way of the hunter, while it's kind of vacation time and they're going to be ramping up for their DLC number 2. Yeah, so apparently this will be an update, a little fix, content fix. No idea when they're getting that, but I mean they can't really. It's gonna have to be soon because once we enter July, I fully expect them to start ramping up marketing on the new map. But for the next 2 weeks, I think it's just gonna be just the standard kind of hunts we've been doing for a while. But I guess all this style of hunt's all new. With the new range, you can hear them and everything. So I have no idea where the wolves ran. They were there. They probably would have ran around here. Up this way probably. And I expect they ran about 400 meters. And I'm at 400 meters. Almost. Huh. Well, that's too bad. I don't like having these mysteries where I don't know what happened to the shot. Oh. Hello. I'm just jogging up to these guys. Why didn't you tell me there was deer here? It's a young guy. Excuse me, whitetails. Did you see any wolves go by? No, wind is good. They don't seem to be too bothered by me at the moment. Not like I was being quiet. So this is adventure difficulty. Just default. It's a nice balance. Well, since I can't tell for sure. Well, here, let's do a little bit of observation. Go, little camera. What do we got here? That guy is definitely old. And he's got the old fur. I'm trying to figure out if there's different, like more stages of the old fur than I thought there were. I thought there's like only 2 mature stages. These guys look identical. And I think they got the oldest one. This guy's... he's looking kind of old too, actually. This is as far as my little camera goes. So we got 3 old guys to choose from. And 3 young guys. Lots of bucks here. None of them looking fantastic. Oh, come on there. So he's a 3-star. I mean, they're all probably okay to shoot because I think they're right at the end of life by the look of them. So probably none of them will even get to 4-star. So the 2's probably a safe bet. I probably don't even have to call. If I had a bigger gun, I could try to take 2 at once. Well, I guess it doesn't matter which one I take here. Maybe we should do, you should do another crossbow shot. See who gets up here. You know, one of them stood up anyways. See how many stand up. We use the crossbow. When they spook, they shouldn't run too far. All-nighter with Mr. Wood. The Moist Banana. Awesome name. Oh yeah, here's that new pathfinding. The guy just decides to take a nap on his way in. Yeah. None of these guys are probably super high fit. I could probably just take every single one of them and be fine. That guy's looking definitely lopsided. Yeah, look at that. Kind of cool. I like the unique antlers when they're different anyways. But you are certainly a low-fit guy. Yeah, it certainly won't be a all-nighter. I got probably like 60 minutes in me now, like one more, like an hour. I'm going for about 440 minutes now. Last night was 3 hours. Can you imagine though, just hunting all hunting all night? I wouldn't be able to see. Yeah, I hear ya. 30 meters, crossbow out. 25, wind to the right. Won't matter too much. Let's knock down to 20. I don't like the angle down. You hit him in the neck, it won't get to the lungs. Sneak it in here. Yeah, they're spooking. That was kind of delayed. But when they spook like that, they never go very far. Oh, there they are down there. Watch out for the trains. Look, that's all they ran. And that is why we like the crossbow. Like that, less than 300 meters. So I can go get another one. And their hunting pressure just wore off too. Look at that, it barely even applied hunting pressure. Yep, they're like, yeah, we're just gonna eat here now. Alright. The apex. Fantastic for tier 5. No problem, just enter the one lung. Don't try to do 2. Don't even bother with the heart. Just go right into one lung, straight on. That is the shot. Works for the tier 6 as well. 46, so I'm getting all these, the bell curve, right? Perfectly right on the middle. So it's like I haven't been herd management at all. Haven't been, which I call so slowly, I don't think my herd management stuff does anything. Alright, we'll pop over the hill. I mean, he's the only one that came to the call, so I'm assuming I won't get another one come in. But there were 6 bucks in there, I think. I figured there'd be another one come in, but maybe they're sitting just above 50%, right? I think if they just have that old fur, I don't expect them to get any more stars, really. If they're already at that oldest fur stage. So I'm not even going to be too worried about letting them grow. That's one of the big questions in the community. Do you shoot a 2-star mature or do you not? I typically shoot a 2-star mature if it's a species that has the multi-stage mature furs, which will have at least 2 stages to them. If they got the old stage, then if they're 2-star at the oldest stage, you're pretty much good to go. They'll be below 60% or something like that. See, there's a 2-star there, but he doesn't look as old as I thought he was. I wonder if I can get up to this little slope here without bugging them too much. But the other reason I started streaming, or decided to try streaming, is because I've got, so I've been doing Way of the Hunter videos for 10 months now, since the release anyways. And definitely get a good set of regular people showing up to the videos all the time, and I was really curious who would show up to the stream. That'd be interesting to see. And I do get a few regulars last night as well. And then I get a few that don't say anything. And then YouTube doesn't let me see who they are unless they chat. As far as I could tell. So what do we got? The 2 and the 3? 2 and the 3. Was there another one? No, it was just those. But they don't look old at the moment. It's just the way the sun is Not on them? Oh, here. With the photo mode, it moves the sun, right? So this isn't cheaty at all. But I don't mind. So they were looking older in the other light. Yeah, let's see. If you do this and you go here, you can pretend you got a bit of a zoom. Okay, now the 3-star guy looks younger than the guy in the back. He does too. So he's got more brown on him. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because a lot of the times when you're looking at these, half the time I think it's just the sun hitting them differently and reflecting the fur back differently. Or it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. But right here, the guy in the back left is an older fur variant than this guy in the front. And I think this guy, I think there's a younger mature fur than that. But I'm not sure. I think there is one. So there might be 3 stages. Alright, so the 3-star we'll leave. I highly doubt he'll be 5, but he's already looking kind of old. I'm just aiming for the back guy, and then we'll leave him alone, because if he's, you know, 70% or something like that, at least he'll keep the average up. Let's do the old reset back here before I forget. Alright, so we don't have to worry about not spooking them, because I'm going to leave the herd alone after this guy. And the first shot with the 30-06, actually I took a shot before the stream, and I wasn't impressed with it either. Like, it shot high, and I was aiming at the heart, and I'm like, what? Anyways, let's just do a quartering away shot. I mean, this should be completely capable of doing this. 150. No, he's gonna turn. It's kind of a weird angle. Should be able to sneak it right in the heart here. So we're gonna see. Watch where this goes. Oh. We'll see if it shoots high or not. Okay, I'm gonna have to zero down now. Oh, come on now. Get away from that guy. Slow wind, so it shouldn't be a factor. See if I can sneak it into the heart, maybe? Yep. Alright, that one worked. Only 100 meters away, though. And gonna be no follow-ups with him through there. No bullet would ever make it through those impenetrable twigs. Oh, let's see. Woodsman. Do the low fit always come to the call, or is there some randomness to it? There's some randomness. Good old RNG. We haven't quite figured it out. Best I can figure. Actually, I don't have much of a figure, really. So low fit's below 50%, but there is a chance that even if they are low fit, that they won't come to a call. And if they won't come to a call, it won't matter how much times you call. It's not like there's dice rolling when you do the call. Like, if you call once and he doesn't come and you call again, he might. You can call all day long, he will not come in. Like, if that deer's decided, or the game's decided that that deer's not going to come to a call, he just won't do it. You can call all day, he'll never come. But I don't know if it like resets after a while, or if that deer's just born deaf. I don't actually know. Like, if you sleep and then come back, does that reset and now he has the chance to come to a call? I'm not too sure, but that's about all that's really known. We do know that there's a chance they do not respond, and you'll see it all the time. You'll see there'll be 2 deer in the herd, and they'll be clearly low fat, like mature 1-star. They won't come in. They'll just sit there and ignore it. And for a while, we investigated that for a while because we thought it was a bug. And then some of us, including me, were wondering if low fit was 50% or lower, like if it was something else. Like there was like a middle range, like low fit was 40 and below, high fit was 70 and higher, and then like there would be a medium fit between 40 and 60. I was kind of thinking that to explain why some weren't coming into the call. But that was debunked, and it's just straight up the game just decides some animals just won't come into the call. There we go, heart shot. Hey, look at that called shot. Right through the leg. There was a time when I was trying to shoot around the leg, but after enough playing this game, I've learned, depending on the rifle, just ignore the leg. Other games, it penalizes you heavily for hitting that leg. This game does too, actually. If you're using a low caliber against tier 6 animals, the leg will definitely cause a problem. But that was what I was trying to do. The shot actually went a little... No, that was right on. Okay. No. That one worked. I don't know why the wolf one didn't. So this guy, he didn't come in clearly just because he was above 50%. But definitely fine to call. There's no reason for him to be hanging around. 50% is not going to help anybody. He's right in the middle of that bell curve thing. So we'll sell him off there. Hopefully that answered your question there. Did I miss anything on my? I'm working. Don't tell on me. Oh, you're working, right. You're either working late or you're in a different part of the world. Looking good here. Who's looking good? You can't see me. The stream? I don't know, the stream's buffering at the moment. Oh, yeah, it just did a hiccup. Oh, it's hiccuping again. That's what I mean. I look over. I've been watching it too close. Has it been okay? Last night it wasn't having these hiccups, and now it takes these little dives. So hopefully that answered the question. 338 ignores everything. Good rabbit, yeah. Good rabbit gun. 338. You are right. The 338 does ignore everything. Unless you're a kilometer away. So, is this a different herd? They ran off that way, didn't they? Alright, okay, well, let's check it out. Why not? What was the range on that? 270. We're going to pin the little blue arrow on the 270 meter mark, right there. 295. I was close. Close enough. A NorCal, okay. Right, yeah. A lot of people watching are all from the West Coast. Oh, yeah, there goes it again. The old internet wants to do the dip. It wasn't doing that last night. It just wants to... I blame my ISP. Or maybe there's a cloud in the way. What have I got the crossbow out for? Put that away. NorCal, yep. I had Oregon in here last night, and someone else from West Coast. So I'm in Ontario, Eastern Standard Time. And I've always found that beneficial for the time that I play games. Because I always play games late, right? Like midnight my time, or 11. Earliest is usually 10. So like about 11 or 12, I'm right into like the gaming time. And then, so I'm matching up with guys from the West Coast. All the Eastern Standard guys are like going to bed, and I'm still kind of like in the middle of the gaming session. And so for like MMOs and stuff like that, I used to join West Coast servers so that I was on during peak time. Norm, you jinxed it. Is it catching? I'm just checking it now there. Norm comes in, says it looks great, and then it just went kaput. I'm just monitoring it at the moment. Alright. It seems to be okay. Norm jinxed it there. He did, yep. I appreciate it, Norm. That you think looks good? It's struggling though. I don't know how long it's gonna hold though. So I'm gonna blame my internet connection at the moment, not the bit rate, because it was holding okay last night. It's really dipping down. Yeah, it's kind of getting choppy. Oh well. Hard time focusing. There's supposed to be deer around here. So I marked them. Why are they... Did they move out? Weren't they closer than this spot? I did it too far, didn't I? Must be traveling, maybe? And actually, the sun's going down, too. Yep. Hey, Clarence. Yep. BC. I think that's going to be where a lot of the viewership's coming from, the West Coast. Good old BC. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with the West Coast. Now, how did these guys give me the slip here? I'm pretty sure I marked that accurately, didn't I? Huh. No calls? No spook? Maybe I spooked him and I didn't notice when I was looking at the stream stuff. Maybe they ran during the crash. Well, darn. It's getting late anyways. What time is it in the game? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to do a new plan. What should we do? What should we do? How much time I got left? I got good 40 minutes or something. Elk or moose? Bear? Maybe an 8 a.m. black bear explorer? Swing into moose and elk, maybe? These ones I checked out in the past. I could aim for this guy. Was I up here recently? Oh, I was. I could just go down and check on these elk. Maybe we'll do that. I kind of want to take a look at a bear. But I looked at these a while ago. They're not going to be old enough worth anything because I called them out. Yeah, I'm not going to go check them out. Let's go back to the cabin here for a second. Blair and Australia. That's like in the future, right? Like, what's it there? Like Friday morning? Friday lunchtime? Oh, and Norm's in Northern Ontario, eh? How far Northern Ontario? Heh, look at that. Yeah, you're in the future. I hope everything's okay tomorrow. So yeah, I'm thinking elk hunt. I'll bring the crossbow. I started not liking this 30-06 for elk. I get jinxed with it. Let's see here. Well, we don't want to make it too easy. I've kind of used them all a lot. And I'm kind of sleepy. Ah, guide rifle. There we go. Throw on my favorite scope. And these will be fine. Good. So what we'll do, because I don't think Yeah, there's no point doing 8 o'clock. Might as well swing right into 9 and check out these elk. Now, bear with me because I remember hunting down here. Maybe I'll just look at these guys. I've never seen these guys too. And there's another one up here. Don't have a drink for him. Let's just check out this lake maybe. That sounds easy enough. The guide rifle's not actually great for shooting across the lake, but oh well. Alright, let's give River his nap here. Yeah, I'm gonna skip the bear part hunt. Yeah, I'll go 8:46. Sault Ste. Marie? Right on, I've been there. How long did it take me to drive to Sault Ste. Marie? I had to drive to Sudbury first. I think it took me 8 hours to drive to Sault Ste. Marie, if I remember right. How far is Sudbury driving from Sault Ste. Marie? Is it like 2 hours? Because Sault Ste. Marie's to the west of Sudbury, isn't it? I'm having a hard time remembering. Oh, did my stream go kaput? Come on, catch up there, stream. Yeah, it's like the stream's on its like last breath. Like, hold on there, 30 minutes left. Is it really 3.5 hours? Okay, so it must have been 4 hours to Sudbury, and that must have been my halfway point or something. Oh, no, I'm east. Around the Kingston area. Okay, but out rural, where no one can find me. Let's swing up here. Ease cabin. No, no one likes Toronto around here. In Ontario, there's Toronto, and then there's the rest of Ontario. And the rest of Ontario wants Toronto to become its own province. Tweed? Oh, I'm very familiar with Tweed. I used to, well, I guess not very familiar with it. But I used to I used to do a route truck job for dairy farms. And a couple dairy farmers in Tweed when I was there. Most of them have shut down by now. I can't remember his name. The guy in Tweed, though, that I did deliver to, that job was 10 years ago. And he did not have a happy ending, that guy. Yeah, Toronto is the center of the universe. It sure does seem to be that way. If you're in Toronto, if you're in Toronto, the rest of Ontario is just a vacation spot. You leave Toronto, and you just invade everywhere around it. What do we got out there? Smelk sitting there. Oh, that is the wrong button. Smelk sitting out there. You figure I'd hunt this lake more, but I don't. A nice easy lake. I always look at it, I'm like, that lake's too easy. I'm not going to hunt there. I'm going to go hunt in the thick brush. Well, I can see them, so that's easy enough. We'll start jogging around this way. Good thing about hunting elk is you don't have headphones on or anything like that. It doesn't matter. You can hear them every time. Huntsville. Yep, I've drove through Huntsville as well, and it hit the... Why was it in the news? Did it flood or something a bunch of years back? I remember Huntsville was this big center of some kind of big emergency. That just popped into my mind when you said Huntsville. But that's got to be like a long time ago. Hey, Bumboot, how much do animals grow in game? I mean, like physically grow in game? Not a whole lot. Like if you're talking about just their physical size, like there's no fawns or anything like that. The young age is technically the fawn, but they just make it an adult model. Oh, like per day. Not sure. Left in 93. No, I'm pretty sure the emergency was... Oh, right. Yeah, it would have been after 93. I think it flooded or something. How much do the animals grow in-game? Okay, so that's all in the encyclopedia. Sorry if you know some of this, Blair, but if you pop in here, you just pick any of them, like we're hunting elk, right? So, what are they, Rocky Mountain elk here? So you just get their breakdown here. So the ages are right here. This is like one of the biggest questions in the game, like how the aging works, and I have a lot of info on this from a lot of different people, and there's still opinions that change and everything like that. But it's pretty much set in stone that it's 3 in-game days for a year. And when they're born, they start at age 1, not age 0. So as soon as they plop in the map, they're age 1, and then at 3 days... in-game days of a good amount hunting, you can't sleep spam anymore, right? 3 in-game days there'll be 2, and then 3 in-games there'll be 3. So you got 3 days, and then basically after 6, then they'll roll over into oh wait, I actually didn't look into switching from young to adult, so that should be 9, right? Because whitetail was 6 days. Now I'm getting distracted. Because 3 to 2. And then... Oh, see, I don't actually know this one. I know they start on 1, and then you do 3 days, then there'll be 2. Then you do 3 days, then there'll be 3. But then they need another 3 days to get to 4. So that should be 9 days to get to an adult, where people were saying it was 6. Oh, see, now... People tell me stuff and report in what they've been researching, but when they're doing it, I'm usually on my like at work, and I can't check this stuff to ask back, because I see this as that should be 9 days, right? Anyway, so some of this is still not really known, but pretty much they will every 3 days they will go 1 year up, and then when the 1 year rolls over, they will increase in mass, the weight. Their score will increase in accordance to, or in relation with their fitness. And on the start of each year, that's when the new animals spawn in. This is typically the information that's known. Oh, I'm getting a bunch of chatting going on here. They no longer show hunting stands on the map. Oh, sure they do. Is mine not showing stands? Right here. A big sip dog? Not quite sure how to pronounce that. Is this what you mean? It doesn't show hunting stands on the map? Sometimes if you hit, like it depends what you're on. Yeah, sometimes I hit R or I hit buttons and you get this filter up, and then you can click the stands and they're gone away. Like a lot of times, I think there's a shortcut key and I hit sometimes, and this one's all off. And I'm like, what's happened to my map? Come back here, check them all on. Oh yeah, well the PS5 will still have a filter. It's whatever's right here, it'll show you a button. Oh, I'm getting calls here. Who's calling? Why am I not seeing it? Because I'm blind. Anyways. Oh, no, it is them there. Okay. Let's see. What else did I miss here? Okay, and do we know how long an in-game day is in minutes or hours? This is some great details. Thank you. Alright, during the day, It is 4 times the speed in real time. During the night is 6 times the speed. So you're 15 real-time minutes per hour, or in-game hour. And yeah, once you complete a day, you got 1/3 of a year done. I kind of wish they made it in fourths, because then you could have seasons. Anyways, you get 1/3 of a year done, and after 3, a new day will start, and that's when all the growing happens, all the spawns happen. Is the understanding. Not Zippy. Or Biggs. And I'm not. You got me. Sippy dog. I'm not hip and cool. I don't know how to pronounce things. Looks like they're gonna be out of range for me to spot. Maybe I can get up here. Oh, sipe. Pipe like sipe, okay. Sipe? Oh, I get it now. Or the E, right? Without the E, it's sip. With the E, it's sipe. Okay. Oh, come on, stream. Catch up there. Man, my internet is just deciding to give up. It's actually, hold on a second. Just checking the settings. What do I got it set at? Why is it doing that? So I set a maximum bit rate, so it shouldn't be going over what I told it to. I don't know why it's doing that. Hey, settle down there, stream. Oh well. It is not behaving like I told it to. I'm getting grumpy at my stream. Looks a little more choppy than it's supposed to, yeah. Oh well. I only got 20 minutes left anyways. Okay, what was I doing? I was trying to pronounce your name. Are you on Wi-Fi? Well, yes. Wi-Fi in many different ways, really. Nope, my router's fine, everything like that, but I'm in rural Ontario. And it's usually not this bad, but it's real struggling. I'm pretty sure the ISP's just deciding it's going to give up. It's definitely worse than it's been earlier on. Oh well. Focus on the elk. Focus on the elk. Home of LeBron James. Remember what LeBron did to the Raptors? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not much into basketball, though. But I am aware that the Raptors won the championship that one time. That's about all I know, really. And once in a while, I place a bet on NBA when it was doing its championship then. Without really knowing what I'm doing. Hardline internet? Yeah, that's, there is no hardline internet where I am. I have to put a little plastic antenna up on a pole and catch the internet as it flies by. Alright. It helped if I had 100% on. So it's 1-star mature. I'm just gonna ping this guy with the guide rifle. 240. That's a good distance for the old guide rifle. Yeah, you're laughing now, eh there, elk? What did I put it on, number 2? Oh, you're gonna move too. 250, the awkward range. Do 300. He's gonna lay down. Alright, so we'll just do the hunting waiting game. I'm not gonna do a headshot with a guide rifle. I'll have to suss out if you have an aging guide in your story and give a few likes. What are some others you'd recommend? Other guides? For Way of the Hunter? Aging guides. What other info do you need? It's, trying to think what other info to give you. Yeah, that's gotta be good. And we're gonna slow down, take another shot maybe for fun. Nope. Alright. Man, this is gonna be a little jaunt around the lake, but that's okay. An aging guide. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. What else, right? So 3 in-game days a year. You just kind of watch that. You see my confusion when I'm looking at the age brackets, like when they roll over. So I look at that and I see it should be 9 in-game days to roll over to adult. But you only really need to worry about them when they're in the mature stage. But it helps to know when they turn to the mature stage, because then you know their exact age. But that takes a lot of tracking. Do you know about the toolkit, Blair? Not just aging, any majorly important ones for an intermediate? Are you just talking about guides, Blair? Like on YouTube? Any locations you'd like to see in future DLC? Oh well, I'm big on the Africa, right? That's the big thing to do. I think Africa would be fantastic for the game. Great for marketing, great for sales. If they do it right, if they do it really well, it'll be a big hit for them. You can never go wrong with Africa. You need a good selection of animals in there, like be a bit unique on it. It would help a lot if they did a really good story with Africa. I'm definitely on the side with Africa because the leak that happened not too long ago, I did a little bit of a video on it. The leak looked very, very reliable, for what I could tell, anyways. I think the leak is got a lot to it. I mean, if it's not Africa, then it'll be like the map after, like in the year 2. But it looks like it'd be that, and I think they should really capitalize on the story as well, since since we've all got a little attached to River here. Like his mother was in Africa with the rhino and the elephant and stuff. I think they should attach the story in, send River back to Africa to investigate what happened there. Or someone had a good idea and I liked it. We should play as Grandpa, and Grandpa can go off to Africa and find out what happened there. But as for maps like beyond Africa, I mean, I'm pretty much like on par with like what Call of the Wild's doing, right? They're just kind of grabbing everywhere. Like, I'm not actually too picky, really. After Africa, what would I want? I mean, we need mountain lions and stuff. What did I like in Hunter Classic? See, even in the Hunter Classic, I played that a lot. Like 2,000 hours or something in that. I hunted the West Coast maps the most too, just like this, right? So I'm trying to think. Oh, I know. If you play Call of the Wild, I really like Midvid. It's not one of the favorite maps because I think it was their first DLC that came out. But Midvid's got the cold atmosphere, and it's not like a heavy winter, right? It's kind of like a light winter, but the atmosphere is really cool. I really like Medved and Call of the Wild. So I would like them to do something like that. It's got some unique animals in there. I really love hunting the reindeer in Medved. More than, well, it's Call of the Wild hunting, right? But I really liked hunting the reindeer in Medved. More than I liked hunting the caribou in this game. But I think it's because the atmosphere and the sounds of the reindeer, and I love the crunching of the snow, and they really do the atmospheric really well on that map. I want a Medved. I want to feel cold and alone. Like it's just like a harsh aloneness. Like you just hear the wind, and for what Call of the Wild is, it does the atmosphere really well. Like if you ignore, I think the graphics are okay with Call of the Wild, but it's getting old. But like the atmosphere of some of those maps I really like. So I would like a Medved map. Because I remember hunting it, and you just feel so alone and cold, like through the game. And then they came out with the dogs, and I really want hunting dogs. I don't even care if my hunting dog does much. I did the dogs in the classic game and Call of the Wild, and I just love having a little companion around. So when I was hunting Medved, it was awesome to have the dog with me too. So that was kind of cool. Oh, what are we doing here? Any of your previous ones I should jump. Yeah, so part of the things, Blair, that I need to kind of improve on with like the YouTube channel. Here's the thing. The YouTube channel is a pet project hobby that I'm probably putting too much time into. I shouldn't be putting as much as that I'm already doing. But one thing I need to do is sort them out, like make a playlist of guides, because my videos just have learning like all through them, and the problem is it's not really sorted. It's just my time experiencing the game and learning in it, and it's kind of like a catalog of the progression of Way of the Hunter, because all the way through my videos I'm always figuring out what's happening and reporting on the changes, right? So you pretty much can see the history of the game and see how everybody's learning, because the information in the video, sometimes it's a little behind, but it's usually up to date. It's sort of the progress of how the community is learning how the game is, like all the mechanics and stuff like that. But there's so many of them. I'm at near 150 Way of the Hunter videos. There's no way to there's no way for like a new player to find which videos to watch, right? There's a few that pop out. Pretty much if the video's got like 2,000 views or something on it, it's usually like a guide. It'll say a guide, or there's something big in there. But I should make a playlist of the guides, but man, it's like it's even daunting for me to but that's something I want to do. I've been looking at doing guides, like a new player guide, and then I want to do kind of like a review of Way of the Hunter the way it is now, because anything you look up on YouTube typically is how it was early access when all the big YouTubers got it, like got the game, and they it's all, but it's not how the game is now, so it needs like a kind of needs a guide to how it is now, a review with how the game is now. But man, like I never jot down notes for my videos or anything like that. It's all top of my head stuff, which should seem obvious because of the low quality of my videos. But for once I actually jotted down notes for like a video, because I did a herd management video recently, and that actually took a lot of brain power because I didn't have any notes. I was trying to remember everything on herd management. So take a look at that video though. There's a lot of info on that. And I did another guide before that, and I forget what it was on. Anyways, I've done, ever since update 1.23 came out, I've done a video on all those changes, and there's some guides all through there. They should be fairly recent. I gotta pick this guy up and just kind of staring at him. Alright, hey, that's a nice shot with the guide rifle. I always like this too. I like how they actually modeled the bullets differently. They actually got the model of the bullets. That's one really good thing about Way of the Hunter. I like how detailed they made everything. Like with the rifles, you can see all the even the bullets and the clips and serial numbers and stuff like that. Single lung, basically what the guide rifle does. 243. What's this guy? 42%. I love how much they sell for. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to start winding down here, but I want to see what you guys have been saying, because I don't have the streamer brain that can pay attention to so many different things. Any of your previous ones I should jump onto first? Toolkit. Well, the toolkit's made by Nikibu. He hasn't been in Discord for a while, but he officially connected with the developer, so it should all be like up to date on the need zones. That's something there. I have a couple videos on it. Oh, stream's choppy. Oh my goodness. Come on, recover there, buddy. Stream. The toolkit just helps you hunting, but with overall guide, man, it's hard because all the guides are so old now. There are people doing Way of the Hunter content. It's all pretty much small YouTubers doing it. Like the bigger guys are sort of doing it. Like Flinter does it once in a while. I think DD33 just sort of stopped, but they're not really guide videos they do, right? There's a few YouTube. I don't think anyone really does guides. Fei Yen does a bit of information. He's a really nice guy. He's put a lot of time into the game, but I watched some of his videos. His information is different than mine, so I don't know what to make of it. I don't want people getting confused, even though like he brings up good points. But I don't think there's I was talking to, was it OC Gaming? He did some Way of the Hunter he does some Way of the Hunter stuff. He's right into Diablo right now, but he doesn't really do guides either, right? I'm probably the only one. I don't know though. Anybody know anybody else doing guides for Way of the Hunter? I gotta here. I want to kill elephant. Oh, you want to kill elephant? You know what? I don't really have a problem with elephant hunting in a video game because it's pixels. That doesn't really bother me, even though I'd probably still feel bad about it. Like, because they're such an intelligent animal. It's still pixels. I mean, I can see by it. The trouble is, some gaming companies are so worried about publicity, right? And maybe rightfully so. The Hunter Classic had an issue. They did it right though. When they released the polar bear, they were worried about the PR. So they made how do they do the polar bear? You can only hunt them for a limited time or something like that, and you couldn't. And they weren't in competitions. So they made them just kind of like a very weak kind of entry, but they got polar bears in there. And then about 3 months after the polar bear got into the game, they just made it a normal huntable animal after all the attention's gone, right? So they did it right. You got to release the touchy animals with a lot of care, and then once nobody's paying attention again, you just like, oh, there, now it's a new huntable animal. I always thought that was interesting with that game, how they got those polar bears to be fully huntable without any bad PR. They did a good job on that when they did that. Yeah, definitely polar bears. Yeah, they're like the largest bear, right? That's all good, like your content. Plus, there isn't much content creators for this game. Yeah. I know I've been rambling on. I've actually been paying attention to it, so I might have already covered some stuff. But yeah, let me just catch up here. The game, especially recent, a lot of the old Call of the Wild creators only did it last year, really. Yeah, they did it when all the excitement's there, right? It's the YouTube world. They grab it when all the excitement's there. That's where the money is. For a new player, they can just watch all your early vids, and most all of them are good for tips and ways to maximize your hunt. Yeah, that's what I mean. The best advice I have, it's going to sound really bad, but I don't know how else you would do it now, because I really need to summarize the guide, like, do it, but it takes a lot of, like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But yeah, watch all 150. Like, it's just crazy. Like, the videos are 40, 50 minutes long. They're hours and hours and hours of it. But there's all learning all through it. It's basically me learning it and then reporting what everybody's learning. Most things covered. I get comments in YouTube videos where people say I'm repeating stuff, but I have to, because there's new players in all the time, and I can't expect them to go back and find all the info. So basically, I just kind of keep talking through all the info. Yeah. Oh, Ron McTube, of course, Ron McTube. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about Ron. Good old Ron. He's been around forever. He doesn't really do guides either, though. He does news. He keeps track of all the different hunting games and does news on them. And then he'll display the new features and stuff like that, but he doesn't really analyze the game. Not that I've seen, anyways. He'll just kind of keep you updated on updates and patch info, and he's right on the ball with all that stuff. Everybody's got their different sort of how they do it. I'm not in to that sort of stuff. Like, I don't know how I know YouTube's like a really tough thing. A lot of people take it really seriously, and of course they do, because there's a lot of money into it. But I guess there's competition and all this sort of things. Like, I'm not into any of that. I just do my own little thing, and that's just the way I do it. But I do see how all the different people approach the game, and how they all do the different thing, right? And that's kind of, I like Ron, but that's what I see his focus is, right? The news, and he does the gameplay stuff, of course, but it's usually, he's got a subject he's looking at, and it's usually highlighting just something in the game, a mission or an update or something like that. But it's usually news, and then there's me, who I don't do the 5 to 8 minute clip when an update come out. For the most part, I don't. The first video I do has got like 50 minutes. Here's the update, and then we're gonna test the crossbow or whatever, right? Man. Especially recent, a lot of the old. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Like, all the guys are old for new, right? And that's that. Ron McTube, you are one of the few that create content trying to explain the game mechanics. I am having a hard time pointing somewhere else to go, because that's what I mean. Anybody that was playing the game was all at the release, and they still do it, but I don't think they do any mechanics or anything. I think they just run around and hunt, and I don't know. Lady Legend, but she has gone back. Yeah, they all go back to Call of the Wild. It's just they like, I don't blame them or anything like that. It is expected. That's just they've like, it's a YouTube thing. If you adjust your life around it, you're expecting income from it, or you need the income from it, right? I don't have any of those restraints, of course. I can, to me, I just put up whatever I want. The money thing, the monetization was just an experiment. Like today's stream, I hit the monetization button. Come on, stream, stay together. I'll look over once in a while, and the stream's all framey. Yeah, but Way of the Hunter, I just my YouTube channel, I pushed the monetization button because I was curious. I'm one of these older guys that the same thing with streaming. I push the button, not knowing what I'm doing, and then I'm like one of those guys that can't fix it when it breaks. As soon as I push the button, I can't get the button to turn off. So it's like, I can monetize now. I'll push the button. And then there's this big complicated process to monetize, and I'm like, should I be doing this? Why am I filling out a form to the IRS when I'm in Canada? Just like, how much of a pain at tax time is this going to cause me for the little money that there is in it? Am I alerting the guy here? I am, of course I am. Lady Legend's gone back. Ron McTube does guide. Does he do guides? Alright, let's take a look. Second. Oh, that's just my thing here. I need a new window. I can run computers. Friggin' Windows 11. Shouldn't it be easy to... Oh, I know. I got it. There we go. Here. You can go check out Ron McTube, my YouTube channel, and see or whatever's going on here. You got... Hey, look at that, I'm live! Ron McTube. So what's he got? Is it coming on? I don't know if it's going to be clear or blurry on there. So here's Ron. What's he got for you, Hunter? Emerald Coast. Call the Wild. Well, they're doing all that stuff. Oh, latest. I'm on latest. Call the Wild. Classic. Way of the Hunter. He's just showing melanistic moose. Like it's cool. That's awesome. I don't have one of them. Like if I want to see one, that's where I'd go, right? New Call the Wild. Way of the Hunter. He's hunting a 5-star mountain goat. So if you watch this, is he like talking about mechanics and stuff in it? And there's 1.23. You know, good info in there, but I think he just goes over patch notes. That's what I mean. Like, is there guides he does? Call the Wild. Now he's showing the albino. That's what I mean. He shows features, right? Which is good for him. That's fine. That's how you do it and do the cool stuff. But I don't really see... Does he have guides? That's what I mean. Like, he does the news and stuff, right? Call the Wild. And this is a mission. Early bird. Like, is that a guide? I don't know. I don't really... Let me watch. Let's swing this out of the way here. Is my stream still working? I was messing around with it. Oh, I lost OBS window and everything. Way to go, me. Whoop. Darn it. Alright, open the map up. Where's my OBS? There it is. So how's this? See, I can't watch the chat while looking at everything here. So he does. What's crazy? You've watched them all? So Ron McTube's videos? That's awesome. Or you mean my videos? Oh my goodness, that is crazy. You've watched all my videos. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Wylander. Sorry if I missed you too late there. People got me distracted. I'm not even hunting anymore, sorry. I'm gonna have to turn it off soon. Everybody's talking now. I can't think of anyone that does what you do, Bumble. Mel's Gaming did some good content. Okay, cool. Yep, Mel. Sorry, I forgot about Mel. I don't know what's on her page, so. I see her and posting in the Discord updates, or like content once in a while. I'm just surprised there isn't more following on Way of the Hunter. So much better than Call of the Wild. And in terms of how the game feels for hunting, yes, it feels... It's like one of the only games that has this strong sense of hunting to it. Like, it's not just shooting. It's you go out and you don't really get a whole lot, and it feels like an accomplishment when you do get something. So for that hunting feeling, it's definitely really good. And a lot of the details are really good. I like the cowl for the bullet damage in Discord today. I like the cowl. Oh, I must have missed that. It's not as fast-paced or arcadey as Call of the Wild. That could be part of it. Well, yeah, and Call of the Wild really got that arcade kind of younger crowd, right? And then it just got numbers and it hit a certain point where it really launched, right? And now it's just dominant, and so it's just riding on that at the moment. It's still good. I still want to play it, but I can't go back to Call of the Wild after Way of the Hunter. I just can't. I try. I don't like it. I feel like I'm playing Call of Duty. Don't quote me, but I think you don't have to file tax or income. Okay. Thanks, the moist banana. I didn't expect this, but even if you're international, you have to fill like an IRS form because you have to pay a certain percentage for all ad revenue on U.S. residents that pay for, or they get revenue off of them. But yeah, there's going to be a certain threshold, right? I'm not going to hit the threshold. It's going to be 0% for me probably. But it was still kind of surprising. Like, well, what? Anyways, it's because Way of the Hunter is less action-packed and makes there for less interesting content to watch unless you do some heavy editing. Oh yeah, it's way more action-packed for streamers and stuff. If you're doing Call of the Wild, like you're just running around. This I can see definitely, like, not a whole lot of people would watch it because, like, at the start of the video, I was waiting for wolves to come in. It turned out to be more action-packed than I thought because I had deer coming up behind me and everything like that. But, you know, depending on how you hunt, you can be sitting here a while, right? And I'm not actually supposed to be hunting anymore. I'm supposed to be kind of winding down, but, you know, they're right here, so we'll do one of these. Oh, Bumblewood videos. I watched them all. You're crazy watching all Bumblewood videos. Oh my goodness. My stuff's not even that good. You should watch, like, good content. I just push the record button and do it as therapeutic exercise and inspiration for art design and stuff. I always found the game unplayable for me, no animals at all, and spooky. I always called BS on the content creators. This is a great combo. Sorry for taking it away from... No, that's fine, Blair. It's kind of why I do the stream. I was wanting to talk to people to watch the video and get questions out of the way. And I'm just trying to see if it's something I should do, stream. So, I mean, there's no huge viewership, right? My channel not really found. There's not ever a whole lot of people watching. Well, this is only the second day of doing it too, but yeah, I just didn't know how much people would actually watch. I just figured a few regulars would show up. You've seen so Woods MN, is it Woods Man? Woods Men just missing the vowel? You've seen all the videos too. That's cool. Well, probably all the Way of the Hunter videos. I think oh my, see, I forgot what you wanted me to call you there. I'm gonna have to call you Wifey Productions here. Yiffy Productions. I think Yiffy's like watch like even all the other games I do that are probably not really great to watch. It's the thumbnails that attracted me to watch all the videos. So, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to go to bed soon. The thumbnails. My main hobby is the AI art, and it's not actually making videos. I found that playing video games, or the games, if I was making art on the games, getting inspiration from it, I'd play the game more. If I didn't make art for it, I wouldn't even be playing any games, probably. I'm weird that way. It's a weird connection. But yes, the thumbnails get me by the first hurdle of YouTube problems, which means it's clicks. It's to get someone to click on the video. That is the hurdle number one. Hurdle number two is to get people to stay. I can't get people to stay. No one can. Not if you're small or whatever. It's I can only get a few, right? But most people get stuck on the very first thing. They just can't get anyone to click on the thing. And if they do, the retention's just brutal. But again, it's not the purpose for me. Oh, I got an elk coming in here. Hello there, buddy. What are ya? 1-star Majira, of course you are. Oop, that is not what I want. It's the thumbnails that try to make me watch the videos. Calculation for bullet damage. Bumble, it's your commentary that makes the videos entertaining to watch. Yeah, that's changed over time. I think I'm a lot better now with the commentary than I was. I also did it because some friends and family watch. That's kind of where I started it. And they said the same thing. They just find me funny, and I don't know why, but that's fine. It's all good. How far is this guy here? I just have this dry humor, and I really gotta be careful with what I say. Well, a couple guys. I don't even know where that hit. That looked like a big blood, but we'll just throw it there. Did it hit him well, or? Oh yeah, he's running like he's hit well. Comment makes the videos entertaining to watch. Yeah, see, my earlier stuff in earlier games, like, I didn't like the start of the Harry Potter series and stuff like that. Like, I was still trying to figure stuff out. It takes a certain amount of brain connections to be able to talk to yourself, and right, and that's an actual thing you got to get used to. Always meaning Call of the Wild. Love Way of the Hunter and your content. Cool, thanks Blair. I have, I assume I have watched all the videos. I have a few people that have watched them all, yep. I love Way of the Hunter, but I feel like some of the UI needs to be updated. It feels arcadey compared to a simulation game. Yeah, the Hunter Sense dot, I really don't think it should be in the game, but I won't go there at the moment. That's too arcadey. They want to make a super realistic hunting game, and then they put this floating red aimbot dot. Anyways. It needs to be updated. It feels arcade. Good night, thanks. Oh, night, Norm. Sorry if I'm getting drowned out by stuff. I haven't seen the Hogwarts videos, just the Way of the Hunter. Yeah, that's fine, Woodsman. That's what most people are watching. Harry Potter, Diablo, Age of Wonders, seen them all. Yeah, except for I was doing. A friend of mine was playing the Zelda game, and I have it for the Switch, but I can't I can't record the Switch, so I had to do the emulator thing, and then there's legalities with it, but I'm not really too concerned, even though Nintendo's crazy. But if you own the but if you own the cartridge and the thing, you're fine. But then I just I'm gonna leave the Zelda game for now, because I also have too much on my plate with Diablo and keeping up with the Way of the Hunter. Hey, with lightsaber puppies you got yeah. The lightsaber puppy one. Oh, I have a lot of stuff. One of these streams I should show some of it off. If I get around to it or whatever. The lightsaber puppy thing, I was just tired. I was exhausted, and I'm like, I'm just gonna put something up here. something funny. Alright, and I actually made probably 20 different Jedi puppy dogs. Mo's gonna Call the Wild. Yeah, that's fine. I really like Call the Wild. I have Call the Wild videos on the channel. It's just they never took off. The channel could never get attention, right? There was no AI art getting clicks or anything back then, and Call the Wild's just smothered in content creators. It's just saturated. You can't really break in. I find you relaxing, and it's a great content to wind down at the end of the day. I do hear that. I have a relaxing voice. I don't think it's relaxing. I can't stand to hear my voice. I have a hard time listening to my own videos. But I'm glad it helps people. Well, look at it this way. I could go into my own Way of the Hunter and watch dead trees and the animals run away when I spook them, but you're doing commentary on top of it. Exactly. Okay, thanks, man. I really appreciate all the stuff. I do like the regular people. Forgot about Zelda. I watched that a couple days ago. Yeah, Zelda. It's such a long game. I don't stand a chance, and since I have to emulate it, I don't trust it'll be good. And I wasn't a big fan of Breath of the Wild. I was one of the only people in the world that did not like Breath of the Wild. I don't like the weapons breaking. I don't like Link and how he gets knocked down and takes a soccer dive every small hit he takes. I will probably play it at some point. I did force my way through the first one, but I was doing it because of mostly because of friends playing it. And I still want to, but man, it's such a big game. And Diablo 4 is going to take a lot. There is a lot that I want to do on the channel in terms of games that have nothing to do with trying to gain views. They're just, there's a cool game I want to do, and I want to make art for it. And if I'm making art for it, I'll play it. And then if I turn it into a project or I upload it, then I'll play it as well. And if someone watches it, cool. All the better. Where's the blood going here? Going this way. So he's definitely down. Oh, he's down right here. I'm playing Way of the Hunter on Series S. Your PC looks insane. I wonder if the Series X is worth it to upgrade. Oh, really? I hear a lot of people saying there's issues with the Series S with this game. Like, there's a lot of people in Discord saying that it just runs poor on the Series S. So is it running okay for you, Blair? And if it looks, and my PC looks insane. So I'm also puzzled here. So on my screen, it looks really good, but I can't see it translating to the stream. Like, there are a couple of you saying the stream looks okay, but when I look at the stream, I'm like, look at like all the detail being lost and stuff. But I'm glad if it's working okay. Seems to have steadied out. Anyways, like the stream. The weapons breaking is the reason oh my goodness, the moist banana. The weapons breaking. What an old game mechanic Nintendo hung on to there. What are they thinking? Break the weapon, but gave us the ability to repair it. I mean, make it not usable like any other game. Like Diablo, you break the weapon. It's got 0 durability. You go get it fixed, you can use it again. Anyways, no, I can't stand fighting. Like, in Zelda, you're fighting, and you hit an enemy 8 times, your weapon breaks, and then you gotta pause the game to switch weapon. And then you fight and it breaks. So in the fight, you gotta interrupt the fight the whole time to pause the game and pick a different weapon. It annoys me, that game. Weapons break is the reason I stopped playing. I'm really enjoying your Diablo and Age of Wonders content. It's a change of pace. So the Diablo one, it's going to get actually better because when I started it, I had the sound volumes off. I'm mainly focused just on the story, and the dialogue was all too quiet, and the balance was all off in the first like 1 or 2 videos. I've actually recorded several more, and they're on the way out. The audio is all better for like listening to like the actual story of it. So I'm disappointed in my first Diablo one. I was like, I'm still, even though after all the videos I've done, most things are on Way of the Hunter, and I just have to monitor Way of the Hunter differently than I have to do like Diablo 4. It has all these different sound sliders and everything like that, and anyways, it messed me up a little bit when I was doing it. So I was kind of grumpy at the first Diablo one. Because I just want the story. I don't think the video would be too interesting, like gameplay, like after the story, but we'll get there when I get there. The story's really cool, though. I do like the story with Diablo. It's really good. I'm on my desktop now, and it looks pretty good to me here on full screen. Really? Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm really glad that it looks good, because I watch it, and I'm like, oh my god. So, but I'm seeing it on, my computer screen, right? So I do like that it is coming across okay. It runs good, but frustrating at the render distance at times. Yeah, the render distance is a big complaint. Well, 720, I don't expect anything great from that so far. Oh, yeah, that's cool. The 720, I'm limited to that just because of the bit rate. As soon as I try to do 1080, it's pointless. So I'm lucky. Oh, see, it's buffering there now. Come on, stream, pick up. Oh, it's really taking a dive at the second. I don't know why it's doing that. It's just intermittent. Last night was good. Tonight, it's really struggling right at this very moment. Like, big time struggles. If I go to the map, maybe it'll have an easier time with the bits here. Yeah, see, the map lets me recover it. Way of the Hunter is actually really, really hard on the bitrate. Out of all the games I record or do anything with, Way of the Hunter just takes a huge toll. All the different particles and stuff on the textures on the screen. Yeah, 720, I'm just stuck at it. I'm lucky to get that. I mean, it's not even 720 because it's more like a... It doesn't have all the pixel detail. Try the performance mode to gain more render, but it makes it look shocking. Yeah. You do a great job. Good commentary, funny, and humble bumble. Seen all the Way of the Hunter videos and look forward to the next one. Thanks, Clarence. Certainly appreciate that. Have you checked your OBS buffer settings? No. Is there buffer settings I gotta check? What do I gotta do for buffer settings? I was watching some guides, but nobody said anything about buffer settings. I don't even know where they are. Okay, maybe I won't worry about it now. I'll YouTube buffer settings maybe. See, I don't know. Maybe buffer settings will help, right? Mainly, I've been monitoring just limiting the bit rate and giving it like a minimum and maximum and trying to match it with the resolution. There's a bunch of guides on that. It's a bit fuzzier than your vids, but it's not bad. Oh, it's definitely fuzzier than my videos. Yeah. Well, the videos are still fuzzy because, yeah. See, there goes the bit rate down again. The videos are fuzzy. That's the render of YouTube. YouTube has a lot of trouble with all the foliage. Why'd the shot hit so low? Oh, he was farther than I thought. I have a hard time estimating distances. I always think they're closer than they are. Still enough to catch the lung. I got lucky there. Got lucky there, that's for sure. 37. See, I shot him like he was at 20 meters or something. Alright. 25%. Good thing he's gone. Sure you answered before, but what is your GPU and a CPU? I started on a crappy video card. Well, not crappy. It was affordable, right? It was like an old 1650 or something. I guess it's not really old. Like those earlier videos, they're on a 1650 video card. And then I'm on a 3060 now, the 12 gig version. So it's a 12 gig one of the 3060s. Really the best value for the dollar on a video card. Like, I don't have a super high-end system. The CPU's bottleneck in a way. Like, it's only an i5. Like, I don't have the money for like an i9 or even an i7. I got an i5 10th gen, and it's not as bad as you might think because a lot of people knew the i5s with the 9th generation, but when they came with the 10th, there's like additional cores and stuff in it, so it's not actually that bad. And it's not really a bottleneck. My RAM's actually a bit of a bottleneck actually too, so it's kind of, yeah, it's definitely not the system to beat all systems. I'm pretty much front loading the video card really. Take all the workload. Oh, thanks. I am glad you guys are seeing it. It's great because I guess I'm just pickier because I'm the one making the content, right? And it just drives me nuts. Some of it, so I am glad that it's coming through okay. But yeah, it's not when you see streamers and stuff like that, they've got like the super Intel processor and you know one of the 4000 series GPUs and too much RAM to count. And oh no, I have the poor man setup. That's this is a miracle any of this works at all. Like my microphone is like some yard sale microphone, and my microphone stand is like it's actually a cell phone holder. that actually works quite well. The clips to the desk, and holds the microphone. But yeah, if you actually see my setup, it's pretty ridiculous. And how I record and process videos, it's like it's going to be in the top like it's got to be in the top 10% of efficiency for creating videos. Like it's let's just say the only way I can do it is I've made it super straightforward. Super straightforward and easy. Well, relatively easy, right? I don't do any fancy editing or anything like that. Like, that takes a lot of work. I don't think there's anything to take out here. Alright, I'm gonna have to stop hunting, actually. Alright, gonna look at the chat again here. Put that down. So yeah, this time of the night, I was supposed to go make some AI art because I'm putting together an Age of Wonders video that I wanted to upload. I was supposed to get to that. CPU isn't a deal nowadays, since render technology has come so far. The GPU is primary, doing the heavy work. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm running on. Like, the GPU's got the front load. But, like, the 10th gen i5, no problem. Like, I'm a flight simulator guy, and with this setup, yeah, like, flight simulator is one of the hardest things to run. Like, on the really high quality, like that new Microsoft Flight Sim. No problems. I mean, if it can handle that. I mean, this game struggles more and it makes no sense, but that's just optimization. I'll get into that another time. Yeah, GPU, definitely investment. Too much RAM to count. Yeah, I'm not actually going to disclose how much RAM's in my system because I've neglected it. It is probably my bottleneck now. When I streamed back to the day to Twitch, I had 2 PCs, one to stream on and one to watch it and chat on. Yeah, you need a lot of internet, which I don't have to do the 2 PC thing. And I heard about people doing the 2 PC setup. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen with me. Not at all. I don't have the effort, energy, or anything. Would like to see them add some animals like doll, sheep, and that guy. It takes a lot of... It does. I barely have any. That's what I mean. This is barely functioning. That's what I mean. I'm just catching internet and transmitting internet through the air, so it's amazing the tech even does it. It's like, I'm surprised this is not fully crashed. 2 hours. Yeah, I did 3 hours last night, 2 hours tonight. And I'm surprised. I am definitely surprised. And, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna have to start winding it down here. Well, I play Star Citizen on the side, and that game is just going crazy on my GPU. Oh yeah. Well, I'm not familiar with the RX series stuff. I only ever pay attention to NVIDIA. Don't have the brain power to compare the two. Alright, I'm gonna have to wind it down, guys. Any other questions for the night? Glad you guys could show up. Kept it entertaining. Oh hey, Firewolf. Welcome. Sorry you got right at the end here. Yeah, good night, the moist banana. Oh, am I retired, Clarence? No, I'm not retired. I'd love to see a far north map. Right on. Alright, sir, thanks for the stream, and have a good night in chat. Thanks, man. Thanks very much for that, Answerville. No problem, Blair. I'll be streaming again sometime. There can be no schedule or anything like that. Clarence, I'm, yeah, not retired. I work on, like, electronics thing. But, yeah, no, I'm still working. Gotta keep working. Not that old yet. You're like, oh, thanks, Firewolf. Yeah, sorry if you just showed up and got to the end there. I got lots of Way of the Hunter content, a whole bunch of other games, but don't worry about, you know, if there's anything you like watching, go ahead and click on her. Good 150 Way of the Hunter YouTube videos. If you need to learn anything about the game, great big selection there. And a whole lot of AI art thumbnails to browse through. People seem to like them. Alright, that's what I'm going to be doing now. I got to go generate some more images. I got Age of Wonders video to upload. What was I going to generate for that one? Last one. Can't remember what I was trying to do for it. I had an inspiration. No, I forget. Darn it. I'm going to have to look at the video and remember what in the world I was trying to do with it. Yeah, thanks. Okay, guys, I'm gonna log off there now. And oh, Firewolf, I did play Call of the Wild. It's not installed at the moment, but Way of the Hunter sort of takes up all my hunting time at the moment. Been great talking to you. Cool as hell. Cool, Clarence. All right. Yeah, that's mean I don't have any kind of schedule for it. I will be streaming again. The problem is when I stream, I can't be making videos, so it's kind of be a balance I got to figure out, like what I want to do. And it all depends who shows up, but this has been really cool. I'm glad you guys showed up there. That's good. Like, I don't need a big following or anything like that. Just a few people to talk to would be awesome to talk about the game. Well, thanks, Firewolf. Really appreciate it. Alright, guys. Enjoy your night. I'm going to shut her down as long as I can remember how. Alright. Take care, guys.